Now we will understand that the matter is divided into two groups, living matter and non-living matter. Living matter, that's made up of biotic things or living things, right? And non-living matter is made up of non-living components, right? So non-living components, again, they are grouped into pure substances and mixtures, right? Pure substances and mixtures. Now let us understand what are pure substances. Now pure substances, you see, they are one kind of matter. They consist of only one kind of matter. And basic or elementary parts, they are the basic, pure substances are the basic or the elementary parts which cannot be further divided. They are the elementary or the basic parts which are non-divisible. It is an element or a compound, right? So they are pure substances, they have their own qualities, they have their own boiling points and their melting points, they have a definite composition and their properties are different, right? And it cannot be split into simpler particles, right? Now all the pure substances, they have got their own physical and chemical qualities. Their components, their composition, their boiling and melting points, their physical properties, they are all different. They are the pure substances, right? Then we shall understand what are mixtures. We have understood here pure substances. So what are pure substances? They cannot be further broken down. They are the elementary substances. They are the basic or elementary substances which cannot be further divided, and it's called an element or a component. They have got one kind of matter. Then we shall understand what are mixtures. Then we'll see here, first we had studied about the pure substances, that they are indivisible, they are the basic or the elementary components. Then we'll see about the mixtures. Then mixtures are also of two types. Mixtures are what are mixtures? When the different components are mixed in varying proportions. Not in definite proportions, but in varying proportions. They are called mixtures. Now, mixtures are of two types, homogeneous mixtures and heterogeneous mixtures. Now, what are homogeneous mixtures? Homogeneous mixtures are those mixtures where the components are mixed in definite amounts. The proportions are definite. Like for example, we'll see tea. And also one quality about homogeneous mixture is that all the components are mixed properly. They are mixed properly, that is, they are uniformly mixed. Like for example, tea, or we can take coffee. Tea or coffee. That is, the components are uniformly mixed. That is, you do not see separated layers. They are the solution that is prepared, it is uniformly mixed. That is homogeneous mixture. Now in heterogeneous mixture, the solution is not uniformly mixed, and we have got layers, different layers. That is, the solutes do not mix together in the solution. Heterogeneous means not uniform mixing. No uniform mixing is there. And for example, we'll say oil, water, suspension. When you mix oil and water, we will see that there are two separate layers of oil and water. Suppose we are mixing here oil plus water. We'll see separate layers here. Separate layers are formed, right? So this is oil, suspension of oil and water. Oil is in a different layer and water will be down settled. So that is called a heterogeneous mixture. So these are two types of mixtures, homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture, there is uniformity in the solution. For example, tea and coffee, right? The heterogeneous mixture, the components are in varying amounts. They do not mix properly in the solution. And like for example, oil, water, suspension. We see different layers of oil and water. That is called a heterogeneous mixture. Then in the next we will be talking what are elements, compounds and mixtures. Now students, we shall understand the concept of elements, compounds and mixtures. Now you can see in this, they are orange color marbles, they are yellow color marbles and these are blue color marbles. So we are taking all these three marbles as elements. We have got three, they are elements. When they are individual with their own properties, they are called elements, right? We are taking it as an example to understand the concept. So orange color, yellow color and blue color, they are called elements, right? Now if we mix in equal proportions, suppose we are taking 2 marbles of orange, right? And we are taking 2 marbles of yellow, right? And we are taking 2 marbles of blue color each, right? So here what is formed? You can see this is a compound. A compound is formed, right? With 2 yellow colors, 2 orange color marbles and 2 blue color marbles, right? So this is a compound. Now we will understand the concept of mixture. Suppose we are taking in any amounts. Suppose we are taking 2 blue, 3 blue marbles, right? We are taking 2 yellow marbles, right? And we are mixing. And then we are taking again 4 of orange marbles, right? And we are mixing. So here the components of all the orange, yellow and blue marbles are varying. Blue marbles are 3, yellow marbles are 2 and orange marbles are 4. So the marbles over here, the elements are mixed in varying proportions. There is no definite quantity or proportion of the elements. So this is called the mixture. Okay. So you understood the concept of element, components and mixture, right? Element is single. Element is single, right? Now when equal proportions, suppose 2 yellow marbles and 2 blue marbles are mixed, this is called a component with definite proportions of the element. This is a component. Now mixture, when the components are mixed in varying proportions, that is there is not a definite proportion. Like here 2 and 2, this is a component, right? In equal proportion. When they are mixed in varying proportions, varying means different proportions, like blue is 3, yellow is 2, orange marbles are 4. So this is called a mixture, right? I hope you understand the concept of mixtures, right? Now let us understand the concept of elements, compounds and mixtures. Again by this, with the help of this diagram. See, atoms of elements. They are the atoms of elements, right? Element is the component of the particle which cannot be further divided, which is undivisible. They are the atoms of a single element. Now when they join two, they are called molecules of the element, right? Now here you can see molecules of compound. Molecules of a compound. Now they are joining, 3 of them are joining, 3 atoms are joining to form molecules of the compound. Now when they are mixed in varied proportions, when this molecule, when atoms, molecules and molecules of compounds, they are mixed together in varied proportions, again I am telling you, in indefinite or unproportional methods. That is, you can see 3 here, 4 of them here and this, they are 3 again. So varied proportions are there. It's called the mixture of 2 elements and a compound. It's called a mixture, right? So I hope you understand the concept of element, compound and mixtures. Further, we are going to understand what are elements separately, individually. I hope you understand till here. Compounds and mixtures. Again, by this, with the help of this diagram. See, atoms of elements. They are the atoms of elements, right? Element is the component of the particle which cannot be further divided, which is undivisible. They are the atoms of a single element. Now, when they join two, they are called molecules of the element, right? Now, here you can see molecules of compound. Molecules of a compound. Now, they are joining, three atoms are joining to form molecules of the compound. Now, when they are mixed in varied proportions, when this molecule, when atoms, molecules and molecules of compounds, they are mixed together in varied proportions, again I am telling you, in indefinite or unproportional methods. That is, you can see 3 here, 4 of them here, and this, there are 3 again. So varied proportions are there. It's called the mixture of two elements and a compound. It's called a mixture, right? So I hope you understand the concept of element, compound and mixtures. Further, we are going to understand what are elements separately, individually. I hope you understand till here.